Back to you.
All right, thank you for that, Scott. Yes, we are lucky to be in the studio, in-house this afternoon. Stay dry, Scott. We'll check in with you in a little while. Damon, what do you have for us?
Yeah, definitely a lot drier in here, no doubts. And for those of you out and about, though, this rain is not letting up like Scott was saying. And another view for you here, again, looking over Hagerstown. Our camera's been covered at times by a lot of that heavy rainfall. It's lightening up a little bit, but it's still not stopping. And that's the key point here. This rain has yet to let up. And also, like Scott mentioned, this is just in a little while ago here, a new tornado watch. We had one early this morning, but another has been issued and goes until 7 o'clock this evening, pretty much for the same areas as this morning into northern Virginia, Loudoun, Fairfax counties, and the entirety of central and southern Maryland. That's on that southeastern flank of Ida's remnants, where the conditions are going to be prime for spin-up tornadoes and damaging winds also being possible in that as well. All the while, too, a flash flood and flood watches continue to be in effect until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, as this heavy rainfall has yet to let up. And in the meantime, we've had flood and flash flood warnings be issued as we've gone throughout the morning hours. That includes over toward Allegheny, Mineral, Garrett counties, the entirety now of southern Pennsylvania also under a flash flood warning, as this heavy rainfall has continued to cause issues along small streams, creeks, and like you saw in Scott's live shot too, some of those roadways starting to flood a little bit as well. As you can see, this rainfall is just consistent out there. And not only that, but look at how it was just green reflectivities earlier on. Now we're seeing indications of yellows, oranges, some reds, and that's even heavier downpours starting to build in as Ida's center tracks even closer to the viewing area. So there's a wider view. Ida's center is still down across central West Virginia, but it's slowly moving its way right over western Maryland into southern PA with all of that heavy rainfall out ahead of it. And in the southeastern flank is where we have that, just those ingredients where spin-up tornadoes could develop here. Look at these rainfall totals, and we are nowhere near done. We have another 8 to 10 hours of this precipitation. Almost 3 inches have fallen in western Maryland and up into southern Pennsylvania. 2 inches right along the I-81 corridor. Now, these are estimations. We could actually have higher rainfall amounts than just those estimations. Again, we need ground truth to be completely certain of those totals. But nonetheless, this heavy rainfall is starting to build in. It's moving eastward, and this flooding threat continues to be our primary concern throughout the rest of the day today. But then our other concern are those severe storms to the south that could spawn a few tornadoes and also some damaging wind gusts. We'll have to keep watch on that this afternoon, but Ida heads out tonight, and it looks like after midnight everything is going to be extremely quiet, and it's going to be clear as can be by Thursday. There's that excessive rainfall outlook again. We are on the highest risk categories here for that excessive rainfall, and that could lead to easily to flooding like we have already seen across the viewing area. And just like we have with that tornado watch, there's that risk for severe weather. The eastern half of the 4-state region really encompassed in that within an enhanced and slight risk. Now let's check it out on Future Tracker. That line of heavy rainfall is already building in across western Maryland and southern Pennsylvania, and it's moving east as time rolls along here. And look at this. Look at these little cells out in front of all that heavy rainfall. Those are the storms that could spawn those spin-up tornadoes. And this threat continues all the way until 5 o'clock. Very heavy rainfall being indicated as we roll into the early evening hours. But by 10 o'clock, we are all in the clear and things are looking up as we head toward your Thursday morning. And as far as rainfall is concerned, I just showed you how we've picked up 2 to 3 inches of precip already across a good portion of the viewing area, and we're likely to add another 1 to 3 inches on top of that before all is said and done here today. So again, keep very aware if you have to be out and about. We have a severe weather threat. We definitely have that flood threat the rest of the day today, and until we can see that rain end, we will stick with that threat up until Thursday morning, and then things are going to calm down. Finally, as we get into the weekend, a few nice days, beautiful days ahead, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.